Alrighty, what's your name and where you're from?
My name's Gilda. Gilda Burbank. That's Gilda.
Okay.
Burbank.
And we are at the New Orleans Survivor Council Bring Our People Home Festival today in commemoration of the anniversary. And why did you come down? I got your remarks earlier, but why don't you tell people why you came down?
Well, I came down because I'm a native New Orleanian.
Okay.
And now I reside in Houston.
Okay.
And I would like to be able to come home.
Yeah, because you're drawn here.
Right.
People really,
well, I'm here more than what I am in Houston. Houston is where I have my lease.
Okay.
But New Orleans is where I have my heart.
Yeah.
A lot of folks are stranded in Atlanta. They're stranded in Tennessee.
Houston,
they're stranded.
Arkansas.
And Arkansas, yeah, we have a lot in Arkansas, Alabama, Dallas, and Houston.
All over the country.
We're
Katrina, it's called the Katrina diaspora. You know, people were just scattered to the wind all over the country.
We were, because when we were gathered on the causeway to catch the bus, to wait for the buses, we had no idea where you were going. You were told that, you know, wherever you ended up at, everyone would be together. But
now you're talking about the evacuation when
right,
you just had when you had a chance to get on one of those buses, you had to take it.
You got on a bus. I mean, and at that time you were so
traumatized.
You was so anxious to just get
away.
You know,
get clean.
No, not get to live.
To live.
You know, to live. You felt it survived.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this in closing. I really would like the words Katrina fatigue stricken from the English lexicon. I don't want to hear it again.
You don't want to hear that again.
I mean, how dare Katrina fatigue? You know who's Katrina fatigued? Myself and so many others like myself. And so therefore now, it's, you know, let's turn the page. It happened. It's a done deal. And then
well, see, that's the thing, is one thing that I've learned from my blogging is that Katrina is every day for anybody who lived in New Orleans. It happened to people outside the region in the past.
Yeah.
But it's happening today here.
Because you have some of your new neighbors, they have this impression that, oh, you got it made because you got that FEMA money.
You got that check.
You got it made because now you have a voucher.
Some kind of handout.
No, you don't have it made.
Yeah.
You far from having it made. You had it made.
Yeah.
Now you don't have it made, and it's insulting.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I get it hurts.
I know it does.
It really hurts.
I know it does. It hurts me too.
We are not moochers. We are not freeloaders. We're not looking for handouts. And we're not looking to come to your city. Don't mistake me. No one wants crime in their city. We didn't want it in our city. And we sure won't appreciate if you're law-abiding, God-fearing, you don't want it in any city.
Yeah.
I mean, don't lump us all together. Don't.
And besides, bad actions by a few people are not a justification for what's happening to so many hundreds of thousands.
And stop one more time. I must stress this here. Stop with the Katrina fatigue already.
Okay.
It's a word that sums up well. You should have left.
Yeah.
And really, you shouldn't even want to be there.
You shouldn't even want to go back. Why do you want to go back?
Even want to. How did you ever live in a place like that that's prone to such violent hurricanes and floods? I mean, but then you look at the other side. There are cities that are prone to brush fires.
The whole state of California should be evacuated if that's a measure, and the whole country of Holland shouldn't even exist.
I mean, violent snowstorms.
Yeah, it happens everywhere.
Earthquakes.
Mudslides, fires.
So where do you suggest I live?
Yeah.
And what
now, let me ask you
suggested I have done?
Now let me ask you a question. In Houston, you know, obviously you have a very strong desire to come home, right? And you tell people about that. Do people who are not New Orleanians, do they give you negative feedback about wanting to go back?
No. No, you don't receive any negative feedback about going back. You receive negative feedback from a few.
From
I
a few,
must
okay.
stress, because overall Houston, my adopted city, especially Mayor White and Governor Perry, and they've been beautiful.
They've been wonderful.
Judge Eccles, they have been the over fine, fantastic people. So I don't want to lump them people.
Okay, that's a good point
But you
then.
have a few Houstonians who do not want you in their city.
Yeah.
And you scared to say, I find myself, if I open my mouth, because then they look at me like, oh, I know where you're from. They know either they say, well, it's not, well, you from Louisiana? But you're from, like it's a bad word, like it's something icky that's underneath the rock. And I shouldn't have to feel ashamed or feel bad because I come from New Orleans.
Because you come from a great city.
I was born and raised here in New Orleans, and I love my city. And then what I found out is, from my adopted city, when it rains in Houston, it floods, God dog it. So what's the
difference?
What are you talking about?
Right.
I mean, so I just.
Okay, so no more Katrina fatigue.
Please, if I can have one wish on this second anniversary, that would be it. Enough already with the Katrina fatigue. I'm fatigued. I'm Katrina fatigue. I mean. It's not all right.
It's not all right with me either. What's happening here?
It's just not all right. I don't want it to make it appear that, oh, poor me, everybody's sleeping on me. It's not that. It's just that if they stop with the Katrina fatigue, I guess I'm good for this second. For this second.
For now. If we can get Katrina fatigue out of the language, you're happy for now.
I'm happy.
And once you're back, and then next year, once we get rid of Katrina fatigue, next year we're going to have other demands, right?
This city, they don't take it by the French Quarters. You got to look, not the bus ride tours, not that. Look.
You got to get out and talk to people.
Look at Brad Pitt. I mean, if I'll give him one, for his efforts. I mean, this is sweat and elbow greasy.
Yeah. Now, what else would you like to, other than you want to hear Katrina fatigue stricken from the language, what else would you like to tell people about why you want to come home?
It's home.
I guess you don't have to say anything else.
It's home.
It's home.
Imagine yourself on vacation. I mean, the first couple of weeks, if you have a 2-week vacation, the first few days, are magical. You're having a good time.
But by the end, you want your own pillow.
Wish you were here. But after a while,
you want to be home in your own bed.
You want to sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
You want to smell your own house. It has that certain smell that no place else.
And that's New Orleans for you.
Here I am.
Thank you very much for speaking to me, Gilda.
Sure, no problem.